Hey guys, it is Katy Cakes here. Today I decided to do something a little bit different. I just recently realized how many books I own that I have not read. So I'm going to be showing you guys all of that because it's like I'm going to make this kind of like a yearly TBR. I want to finish at least half of these books by the end of the year. And I read pretty fast, so hopefully that's doable. So yeah, this will be a longer video because there is quite a few books here. And series, I'm not really sure which order they go in at the moment. They were organized on my shelf, but I took them off, so now they're not organized anymore. But anyway, first up I have The Siren by Kiera Cass. I read the selection and I really liked it, so I thought I'd get this one, but I also thought that this was part of the selection, which it was not. But yeah, so I have The Siren by Kiera Cass, and I'm not going to tell you guys about these books. I'm just going to show them because otherwise we would literally be here for like hours upon hours. But yeah. Then I have The Protector by Jodi Allen Malpass. I really enjoyed her This Man trilogy turned into a sequel, or not a sequel, turned into a series because she added 2 more books to it. So I picked up this book. There's only one series that I'm missing from her now, actually. But I have The Protector, which I'm planning to read fairly soon. And then I have Gentleman Sinner, also by Jodi Allen Malpass. I do believe that this book just came out. Yeah, February of 2019. I bought it, I think, like 2 days ago. So, yeah. This one, which I'm also planning to read pretty soon. And then I also have The Forbidden by Jodi Allen Malpass. Yeah, a lot of the books that I get to, I pick up because I like the author. And they don't usually disappoint me. So then I have this series by Richelle Mead. It is the Dark Swan series. I know that there's 4 of them, but I only seem to have I only seem to have 3 of them. So Iron Crowned, Thorn Queen, and Stormborn. I do also own them on my iPhone, so I can read the whole series, but I only own 3 of them. I thought I owned 4, like the whole set, but apparently I don't. But this one I have owned for quite a while. I would say at least a year. So definitely planning to to read those, not get rid of. And then I have the Beautiful series by Christina Lauren. I do not have anywhere near all of the books that are in this series, but I am planning to get them. I'm getting them slowly as I find them, because as you guys know, I can't read a series if I don't own them all, so that I can just read them if I like them. If I don't like them after I've like bought them all, that's fine. I can just bring them to a used bookstore. But yeah, so I have Beautiful Secret, Beautiful Player, Beautiful Boss, and Beautiful. I think there's at least 9 books in this series, so I still have quite a few to get. But it's a pretty good start. This series I do own all of. So this is the Succubus series by Richelle Mead. So Succubus Blues, Succubus on Top, Succubus Dreams, Succubus Heat, Succubus Shadows, and Succubus Revealed. This series was very hard for me to find. I had to find it at used bookstores. I think I was only able to buy one that wasn't used, but I had looked for it forever. So I am definitely planning to read these soon. And then I have Pucked Love by Helena Hunting. Helena Hunting, not Helena. This is the only book I own for this series, so I really can't read it until I own the rest of them. But I'm hoping to buy them this year or next year. I keep watching Book Outlet and stuff to see if I can find them on there. And then I have Road to Peace by Piper Davenport. This is book 6. I got it sent to me in the Romance Real book box. So I need to get the first 5 in order to read this series, but that's fine. It is signed, so lucky. You cannot be in the video, my baby. I'm sorry. And then this one's actually really funny. I bought this series when I was in high school. You guys all know this series. Bought this series in high school, so that's going on 9 years now. Haven't read it. I actually just took the plastic off when I redid all my bookshelves last year. So yeah, but I have this one and Clockwork Prince. At the time when I bought these, I'm pretty sure these are the only ones out for this set. But yeah, I really need to get on reading these. And these books are in the secondhand bookstores everywhere here, so it shouldn't be that hard to get them. Like, I bought this copy for $4, and it's in perfect condition at a secondhand store. So, definitely gotta get on this one. And then I have my Opal Carew collection. Not a series, but I don't think I'm missing too many of his books. I have read some of them, but I don't remember which ones. I think it might have been Twin Fantasies and His to Command, but I'm just going to read them all again because I don't remember which ones I read. There was a time when I was reading when I wasn't keeping track of all the books I read on Goodreads, so there's a lot of books that I haven't read that are not on Goodreads, or that I have read that aren't on Goodreads in my shelf yet. So I'm just, reading them again. But Twin Fantasies, Instatainable, His to Claim, Total Abandon, His to Possess, Blush, and His to Command. Those are all my Opal Carew books. And then I have the startings of some of the Katy Evans series. I'm not sure what this series is called. I'm pretty sure they're standalones, but they're together in a series. But yeah. I own Remy, Ripped, and a Legend. I had found one of them at Chapters, pretty sure it was this one, and then the other 2 I got off a Book Outlet. So there's those ones. And then I now own this entire series, at least up until now. So I am planning on reading these very quickly. So this is the Glittering Court trilogy. Yeah, that's what it's called. Series by Richelle Mead. So this is Glittering Court, Midnight Jewel, and the Emerald Sea. I do own all of Richelle Mead's books because I just love her. So, I am planning to read these this year, but I also have the Succubus series and the Dark Swan series to read. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay, and then I have my Sex and the City series. I'm pretty sure there is more in this series, but I only own these 3. I found them at secondhand bookstores, so I figured why not. And I love the show, so I figured I would try them out. So I have Sex and the City, The Carrie Diaries, and Summer and the City. The Carrie Diaries was also turned into a show, but it wasn't very good. But I've got those. And then I have this giant book, The Breathing series by Rebecca Donovan. It's huge. The entire trilogy is in here, so that's nice, but I mean, this is huge. How am I going to walk around with this book? No. So this is going to be an at-home book only. It is a floppy book, though, so that's nice. But yeah, when I bought this series, oh, this is book 1 and 2, actually. I thought there was 3 in here. I thought it was smaller. And I got it, and I was like, holy. But there is a 3rd one, according to this book, that I really should have, because it came out in 2013. But, yeah. So I'll have to buy that one. And then I can read this giant monster of a book. Okay. And then I have this series, the Dirty Girls Book Club series. I only own 2 of them. So I had bought this one at Chapters, and I found out that there was 2. I thought this was a standalone book, and then I found out that there was 2 more. So I bought this one. I was gonna buy the other 2, but I didn't. I was looking for them cheaper, so I bought this one at a secondhand store for $9. And then I was gonna go back to Chapters and buy the 3rd one that I needed, but it's no longer available here on Amazon or Chapters. So my aunt is going to New York later this month, and I asked her to look around for it for me at Barnes & Noble, because I know that they still sell it. If they don't, then I'm gonna have to just order it off of Barnes & Noble. I was just trying to avoid that because it will be cheaper for me if I don't have to do that. And then I have the Princess Diaries series that I haven't read by Meg Cabot. I only have 2 of them. I know that this is a very big series, but I've wanted to read these books since high school, and I never bought them. I found these at the secondhand store. I think they were $2 each. So, yeah, gotta read those soon. And then this series I also bought quite a while ago because it was recommended to me. This is Chaos Walking series by Patrick Ness. I'm sure you guys all know this series and are like, why haven't you read it yet? Same with City Bones. But The Knife of Never Letting Go, The Ask and the Answer, and Monster of Men. Planning to read these this year, so hopefully. We will see. And then I have my Sylvia Day collection. I really don't know how these go, but I think this is a series. This is, yeah, it's by Sylvia Day. Pleasures of the Night and Heat of the Night. So I need to read these. Okay. And then I think this is also a series. She has so many series, it's kind of hard to keep up with. But this is Sylvia Day, Don't Tempt Me, 7 Years to Sin, A Passion for Him, and Ask for It. So I got to read these as well. And my friend actually got all these books at the same time I did, so we're planning to like read them and then talk about them. And then, yeah, I'm really not sure how any of these books go. But this is the Crossfire novels series by Sylvia Day. So I have One With You, Bared to You, and Reflected in You. I think there's 2 or 3 more books that I need for this series. But they're also at the secondhand store, so I can get those. And then Aftershock and Afterburn by Sylvia Day. I got this one because I'm planning to get Passion Flicks. And they've either made this into a movie or they're making it into a movie. I don't remember. But I wanted to be able to read the book and then watch the movie. So I bought this with my friend as well. And then This isn't actually a book, but it, you know. So I have an Archie comic book. It has over 100 classic stories in it. It has 1,000 pages. So, you know, the standard Archie comics. I loved Archie comics as a kid, and then when Riverdale started coming on, I wanted to watch it. Or I did watch it. And it made me want to read the Archie comics again. So yeah, I picked this book up. It was, I think, like $7 or something, so it wasn't too bad for that giant comic book. And then I have The Host by Stephane Meyer. I read the Twilight series. I liked it. So I wanted to try The Host. I watched the movie and it was okay. So, but I got The Host. And then I have the 100 series by Kass Morgan. I am missing one book in this series that I am planning to get very, very soon because I've been wanting to read this series since the show came out and I found out there was a book. So, planning to get these done very soon, hopefully this year. I do have the last book for this series in my chapters cart, so we will see. But the 100 Day 21, Homecoming, Light Years, and The Rebellion. But I am missing one of these books. And then I have some standalones here. So I have A Pinch of Salt by Bethany Lopez. I got this in a Romance Reveal book box. And then I got Chandelier by Lauren Page. I've heard lots of things about this author, so I'm excited to read this. I also got this in a Romance Reveal book box. And then I have Saved by Hazel James, another one from Romance Reveal book box. And then I got Book Boyfriend by Claire Kingsley, also Romance Reveal book box. And then I have this series that I've had for quite a while. It is, I think it's called Almost series. Oh no, a Vampire Princess novel series. Okay. By Tate Hallaway. So this is Almost Everything, Almost Final Curtain, and Almost to Die For. I've had this for a really, really long time, so I need to read it. And then I have Heartless by Marissa Meyer. Again, everyone should know this book. I just recently got it from Book Outlet, so yeah. And then I have Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. I don't think I said that properly. This is the only one that I own from that series. I do have to get the Dracula one and the Houdini one before I can read this because that's how I am. But yeah, I got this for $5 at the secondhand store because a lot of people had said they didn't like it. But I like to make my own opinions, so I bought it, but I didn't pay full price for it. Okay, and then I have Red Riding Hood by Catherine Hardwicke. I love fairy tale retellings. So I saw this book and I just thought that I had to get it. Hopefully I'll be reading that this week, or not this week, this year. And then I have the Darkest Powers trilogy, but it was also turned into a series because they added another one. These ones all have deckled pages. But so this is The Summoning, The Awakening, and The Reckoning. And then The Gathering, they're all by Kelley Armstrong. So I've had this one for a really long time too, so I do need to read it. I just recently bought this one in December. So this is the Red Queen series by Victoria Aveyard. So I have Cruel Crown, Red Queen, and Glass Sword. I do think that there is 2 more books in this series, but I'm not 100% sure. Again, this is another series that people either love or don't like at all. But I did buy all of them except this one at Chapters. So this one I think I got for $1 something. The other 2, I had wanted to pick them up for a while, and then I saw these covers with like these pages, and then I just had to get them. so yeah. I own them now, but I do need the rest of them. Okay. And then I have some Nicholas Sparks books here. So I have 2x2 and The Wedding. I seem to have lost my copy of The Notebook, so I need to rebuy that, but I have read it. And then I have The Rescue, A Bend in the Road, and At First Sight. I love Nicholas Sparks. He's a little slow at sometimes, but I really like the stories that he tells. And then I have Lori Foster, Bad Boys in Black Tie. I do believe that this is a series, but I only own this one. But yeah, gotta read this one. And then I have Beth Kerry, Wicked Burn. Okay. And then I have my Laura Leah collection. So that's these ones. So I have Forbidden Pleasure. I do believe that this is a series, but it might not be. And then I have Intense Pleasure, Secret Pleasure, Wicked Lies. I don't think this is part of the series, but I think those are all part of a series. Guilty Pleasure, Dirty Little Lies, and Dangerous Pleasure. It really bugs me that this book is not a trade paperback, but that's okay. Okay, I've only got 2 stacks left. So then I wanted to check out this series by Helen Hardt. It is the Steel Brothers series. I do think that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 on the back here, but I think that there's at least 10 or 12 now. I only picked up the first one, but I need to get the rest of them. And then I have The Silver Chain by Primula Bond. This is apparently a trilogy. I only have this book, so I need to find the others. And then this is another series I picked up. I picked it up because I liked the shiny cover and the deckled pages. But it also looked really, really cool. And I read the back of it and it sounded really good, so I decided to pick it up. It does look like there's 12 of them here. But yeah, these are by Angel Payne. It's very shiny. And then I have this trilogy, which is extremely small, actually. This is a Little Bit trilogy, and it is the complete series by Bebe Wild. So this is a little bit submissive, a little bit rough, and a little bit controlling. But it's very tiny. So I figured like I could read this entire book in like 2 hours. So then I have a couple more from Romance Reveal Book Box. I have Say I'm Yours by Corine Micheals. Hopelessly Shattered by Bink Cummings. I do believe this is also a series, but I only have the first one. And then there's The Real Thing by Melissa Foster. I've heard really good things about this author. And then I have The Brightest Stars by Anna Todd. Flirting with Fire by Piper Rain. Dirty Exes by Rachel Van Dyken. I've also heard very good things about Rachel Van Dyken. I do have another 1 or 2 of her books that I got off Book Outlet, but this one is from Romance Reveal Book Box, so it is signed. And then I have this trilogy, the Billionaires trilogy by Claurisa Fox. So this is The Billionaires, The Bosses, and then The Step Brothers, and just The Billionaires. I've had this one since last year, so I should read it. And then I have the Wallbanger trilogy by Alice Clayton. So this is Wallbanger, Rusty Nailed, and Last Call. I will be reading these this year for sure. And then I have the Icon Trilogy by Venessa Fumings. So this is The Chase, The Prize, and The Game. Okay, last stack. Okay, so I have Crash Into You by Roni Lauren. Also heard really good things about this author. And then I have this really heavy series here. So this is the 3 Simple Rules trilogy by Nikki Sloan. I own the whole series now, except I think for the ones that go in between, but I think that I own it on my ebook thing. So I have 3 Simple Rules, 3 Hard Lessons, 3 Little Mistakes, 3 Dirty Secrets, and 3 Sweet Nothings. Crazy amounts of books over here, guys. Okay, so then I have Lush by Lauren Dane. I do believe this is also from Romanceville Book Box. No. Oh no, I got this from Book Outlet. But and then I have Order of Protection by Lexi Blake. I have Rules of Contact by Jackie Burton. This looks like it's a series as well. It says it's a play-by-play novel. Here's my other Rachel Van Dyken book. It is called Elect, which is the Eagle Elite series. So I've got to find the rest of those. And then I have Ride Hard by Laura Kay. And the last series I have here is the A Dare to Love series by Carly Phillips. I own this all. So there is Dare to Love, Dare to Desire, Dare to Hold, Dare to Rock, and Dare to Take. So those are all the books that I own that I have not read, that I need to read. So I'm going to make this hopefully at least half of them by the end of the year or next year. So we will see how many I get through by the end of the year. But of course, I'm always addicted to buying books as well, so I'll probably end up with some more. I do have to pre-order the Hazelwood 2, and I think there's a couple others that I wanted as well. But yeah, so that is my TBR of the year. So we'll see how many we can get through. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to list authors down below, because there's way too many books that it'll just tell me I can't fit them all there. So I'll just list authors down there, and if you guys want to check them out, you can. If you like this video, like, subscribe, click the bell for more notifications on when I post new videos, and I will see you guys very soon for next video. I do have one that I'm planning to do later on, or early next week. So I'll see you guys for that. Thanks for watching. Bye.